This is the second video for Unit 2 in Basics of Business. Now we're going to talk about market research, and market research is just gathering and then analyzing information on the size and location and makeup of the market. This really is going to help businesses figure out what do their customers want and what do their customers need. And the more we know about what our customer wants and what our customer needs, the better the business can create products to attract more customers. This is also known as the marketing concept, which is determining the wants and the needs of customers and then providing them more efficiently and effectively than our competitors. One of the things that we want to do then is when we're looking at information about customers is we want to look at demographics. And demographics are some basic facts about the population. And so there are really four main ones of the demographics: age, gender, location, and income. So we want to know who our customer is, how old they are. We want to know, are they male or are they female or are they both? Where do they live? What kind of income do they have? This usually is going to come from different surveys, the census we could look at, there's databases, we might be looking at current sales figures, so there's a lot of different locations that we can get information about demographics. After we look at demographics, marketers then are going to determine who they will aim their products to. Target market. This helps companies focus on the people most likely to buy their goods and their services. Market segmentation is the division of a market for a product into groups of customers who then have the same needs and traits. So let's talk about how we can do market research. There's lots of different ways to do market research. We could call people on the phone and ask them questions. We could talk to a group of people, and this is called a focus group. I think of the TV show Impractical Jokers. I don't know if anyone's ever watched that show before, but there are a group of guys that play little jokes on people. And in a lot of their things, they might do their jokes in focus groups. And so these focus groups it's either maybe a small group of people, or it might just be like the next one, a face-to-face interview with someone, and they are asking them some questions to just kind of learn more about that person. As a business, we might pull in a focus group. Let's say that I have a new cereal, and I might bring in a focus group of people, and I'm going to have them try my cereal. And then I'm going to have them give me feedback on my cereal. What do you like? What do you dislike? Or it might be that I bring them in and I don't even have them try my cereal. I just ask them questions about what they eat for breakfast, what do they look for in their breakfast, that kind of thing. We could do that with just face-to-face interviews. I would say like the focus group and face-to-face interviews are very similar. Maybe with a face-to-face interview, we only have one person instead of a group of people. We could send letters through the mail. We could do that through email too. And also with focus groups, we could do that online. And especially we're seeing that more and more, how easy it is for us to do virtual things. Next, we're going to talk about the 7 steps of product development. So these are the steps that companies are going to take when they are developing a new product. You will need to know these 7 steps. So the first step is they need to generate ideas. And so to do this, this is like our brainstorming step. They're going to brainstorm to come up with new ideas. A lot of times it's done by a group of people. It's important to remember in this step that we are looking for quantity, not quality. So we might say in step number 1 that we're going to get this group of people together, and we might say for 10 or 20 minutes, we're going to come up with as many ideas as we can. It's important that we don't worry about the quality of the idea. We are just simply coming up with ideas. We are just brainstorming. So we want to list as many as we can in that amount of time. Number two, then, is where we're going to screen those ideas. So we're going to take that list of ideas that we came up in number one, and now we're going to actually evaluate them. Okay, what are some good ideas? What are realistic ideas? And which ideas are we going to cross off right away? We also have to think about our company too. Does that product, the idea that we have, does it fit into our company? Step number three then is where we're going to start developing a business plan. Now, I'm going to go back here. Well, after we do our screening ideas, we probably just want to narrow it down to maybe 2 ideas. I don't think we'd want to do more than that because the next steps can be pretty time consuming. So we might even just narrow down to 1. So now we're going to come up with our business plan. We feel like this is our best idea, and now we're going to plan for that idea. Okay, so we're going to talk about how would we actually create this product? What would we get for sales? What would be the cost? What would be potential customers, and where would our potential competition come from? This really is going to help us determine too, is this product going to be profitable or not? Because if it's not going to be profitable, we probably want to stop here and we don't want to put any more time into it. But maybe after step 3, we realize, yeah, this is a great idea. This is something that we can run with. This is going to be profitable. Now we're going to move on to step number 4. And step number 4 is where we're really going to develop our product. We figured out it's going to be profitable. We're going to make some type of model or some type of prototype for the product. If you've ever watched Shark Tank, you may have seen this before. Even on Shark Tank, they may not have their final product available. They might just have that prototype. And the prototype just means that it's an example. It's not completely finished yet. This helps us to see what our product is going to look like, how it's going to be made. It's going to help us figure out what needs to be changed in that product, or maybe the development of how it's created might need to be changed. Once we get through step number 4, we're going to go to step number 5, where we're going to test our market. So this might be where we are going to offer our product to a limited market for a limited amount of time. Just to collect some responses from our customers to see, is this product going to be as successful as we hoped it would be or not? And then step number 6, if we get past step number 5, everything goes well in step number 5. Step number 6 is where we're going to actually introduce the product to the whole consumers. So not just that limited market in number 5, this would be the whole market. Okay, so if the product passed the test, it's ready to be sent into the marketplace. This is where we're going to launch our publicity campaign. We're really going to introduce our product and get people to start buying our product. And then step number 7 is where we need to evaluate our customer acceptance. We want to keep track of our customers and their responses to the product. So we want to know, okay, who is our customer? What are some things that we should know about our customer? How often are they buying our product? Do they like our product? Do they want to see changes in our product? If customers like our product, the company will continue producing and selling it. But if customers are not liking our product, we're going to have to make some changes. And so that's where we're really going to need to look at what are our customers liking and what aren't they liking, and what can we do to fix the problems that we are having with our product. Okay, this is going to be the end of the part 2 video for Unit 2.